Okay, let's talk AI, artificial intelligence. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, no such thing as as an as a created intelligence. There's a artificial intelligence, a fake intelligence. I'm telling you right in the beginning, it's fake, artificial. They're not saying whatever the word is for a created intelligence, or computerized intelligence, or digital intelligence, or so many words you could use. They say right off the bat, artificial intelligence. They're telling you, like a vampire, you have to invite them in. It's right there in the fucking word. Now, let's see. There was a movie called Ex Machina. I don't know if you've seen it. No spoiler alerts, but I mean, in the movie, let's see. There's like this test. There's like a traditional test of of when something is officially deemed AI, and like I forgot what it was. It was like either they could fool a human. I think it was like fool a human to not be able to tell if this was a computer or a human, something like that. And then in the movie, he tries to. Well, yeah, whatever. You gotta watch the movie. That's a good movie. It's a good movie for science fiction, especially if you still believe in AI. If you don't believe in AI, then it kind of loses a little bit of its appeal. But yeah, but I've actually written over 100 computer programs, so I know a little bit about computers. I'm not an expert by any means. I made little small, simple little programs. Racing car video games. I made a program to train my ear for a music class, and I did really well on that. My most famous game was called Star Wars, and it wasn't actually about the movie. It was about the Ronald Reagan missile defense thing. It was a missile defense type of thing, and it was pretty cool. But so then all of a sudden, so there's this definition or this test to prove AI, and then they just stopped talking about it, and they started calling everything AI. Like, oh, this is AI, image, or AI. Instead of like a computer generated image, or a computer, or a program that did it. It's basically there's algorithms. There's really complicated programs out there, and now everyone just calls everything AI. Like, oh, the AI said this. Like, you could have an algorithm, and you pump in all this data, because now you have these computers that can get all this data, process it really quick, and you can put in an algorithm, and you can put in all the scores of all the games and all the stats and all the whatever, and then you can make some type of an algorithm, some type of formula, and then the computer will spit out an answer. And all the AI said, that the Phillies are going to win, or Kansas City, vice versa. There's different AIs, and they call it AI now. Oh, this is AI picture, AI this, AI that, and you can make things, you can make programs that it changes and it grows, or it gets random. You could do things in there, and then you can say that it's learning, it's growing, but it's just part of the program. It can hold on. Yeah, you could save information, but it doesn't mean it has an intelligence. It's not actually thinking. It's still performing the acts you told it to do. And there's so many dumb things, like they ask the AI to do this, they ask the AI to do that, and I don't know if most people don't see these things, but it's like people put them online in certain parts of the web, and it's like the AI just can't even answer like simple questions. Like they'll be like, name all the colors with the letter E in the whatever, and it just completely does stupid answers all the time. And they want you to believe in AI, because eventually that's like the new God. It's going to be the new God, and the AI is going to tell us whatever they want us to. But they're going to, pipe in the answers of what they want us to do. That's probably what it is. It's also to perpetuate this progression, this evolution of man, but it's not true. It's like the Mona Lisa. It's not gonna make some. It's not gonna make a painting. We were created, and we're not gonna make something better than us. You just can't do that. I mean, maybe you can have children, and you can raise your children, and somehow they become better than you and smarter than you, but you can't create something better than yourself in the basic realm of things. It's just not possible. I mean, I saw an article about a year ago, I think, and it said like, the AI bubble. They called it the AI bubble. They weren't saying AI was false. They were saying that they overhyped it. They overhyped AI, and it's going to burst. And there's a lot of investments, and because it's not as good as they know it's not that good. It's so crappy. If you really test it, it can't really do shit. I mean, some things it could be useful for. You could put a bunch of information in, and they could process it for you, and you can get like a formula. But it's still, the whole movie, like, what was that one baseball movie? And it was with the Oakland A's, and then I think it had maybe Brad Pitt and that other fat dude, and they had the algorithms, and oh man, and they beat baseball supposedly, yeah, but my favorite at the same time there was another movie. It's called About a Curve, and that was with Clint Eastwood, and he was an old what do you call it, a scout, baseball scout, and he was losing his eyesight, but he had an ear and he could still hear, and he had and that's what I believe in. It's just this intelligence, real intelligence. And he knew something. He said that guy's not going to make it. Besides whatever the stats for the guys pitching and whatever he did in college, but he knew he couldn't handle a major league curve. And he knew something. Yeah, there was Moneyball. Yeah. Watch those two movies. Well, just do some thinking about these types of things, and hopefully you get to the intelligent solution.